chilly day. We are finally defrosted enough, and it is time to go to Cars and Coffee. So the topic of this video today, it's pretty exciting. It's kind of sad, exciting. It's a little bit of both, obviously. So a couple of weeks ago, or I'd say about a month ago, I started looking on Craigslist to buy a project car. I'm not gonna tell you what. I'm gonna wait until I actually buy it. However, I did find one, and it was great. It was such a good option. Everything was straight on it. It had new OEM suspension. It had the body was straight. Interior was pretty decent. There was some things that were cracked. One of the window motors wouldn't work. Those were only the really bad things about the car. Oh, and the engine was brand new. The chassis had like 200-something thousand miles, but the engine itself only had 20,000 miles. It was built with completely OEM parts from a local race shop to the area. So that would have been a great option, because I wouldn't have to worry about the engine going bad. It had all the right paperwork, everything was good. It didn't have paint, and I was okay with that. I was okay with it. It was primer gray. It had already been primered. They just hadn't painted it yet, and I was fine, just because I would be able to choose whatever color I want. I wouldn't feel bad for changing the color. It would have been great. All right, let's get some gas, and then we'll continue the story. We'll go to this one. I don't know how much of that we got. My stupid GoPro is dying. It just stopped recording, and then it wouldn't record when I hit the button. So I'll probably be buying a new GoPro on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I'll look for some good deals. I hope we're in frame. That would be really unfortunate if we're not. Don't have to buy car parts anymore. At least maybe. Still looking on Craigslist. I really don't know. I don't know where it stopped recording. So we're just gonna start from. Where should we start? Well, let's just recap. The car wouldn't drive. It wouldn't drive. I knew exactly why. The owner knew exactly why. And I was ready to fix it right there. Had all the tools needed. I looked up so many videos on why it wouldn't drive. So we both knew the reason. We both knew the fix. And I was ready to do it right there. But the owner is parked at their parents' house. And apparently the owner's parents were a little weird about fixing cars in the driveway. So we weren't able to do it that day. And I was like, that's fine. That's fine. Here's what I'll do. I am ready to purchase the car right now. I have the cash, and I will purchase it the minute that we can get it driving. And the owner was like, yeah, that's great. I'm glad it's going to a new home, someone who will really enjoy the car and will do everything that I want to do to the car. And that was great for me. It seemed to work for them too. So a couple days went by from that day. I left. I was really excited, ready to get the car. I texted the owner and was like, hey, when's a good day for us to come out and get the car moving? And the owner was like, how about Sunday? Sunday I can have my friend come out. He can help us if we need to. and that works for me. And I was like, hey, that works for me too. I'll come up there and we'll get the car moving and I will give you the cash. So that was Wednesday, good conversation, ready to get it. Friday comes around. I was down in Florida and the owner texts me. They were like, hey, this guy came out and he bought the car. I just wanted to let you know. He was ready to tow it away right there. And so he bought it, towed it away. And that was really sad. I was not pretty upset. I was a little upset. Just because I wanted that car specifically because it was such a good starting point for a project car. I mean, but in retrospect, it was probably okay because there might have been something wrong with the car. I mean, everything happens for a reason, obviously. There might have been something, M5, nice. There might have been something really wrong with it that the owner wasn't telling me. They didn't seem sketchy. They seemed really genuine about it and about it going to a good home. But maybe there was something wrong that we both didn't know about. That's okay. I've still been searching all over Craigslist for the car. I have filters from here all the way down to Florida within like an hour to 2 hour radius of every position. So who knows how many square miles I am searching for the right car that is in my price range of, I'm not going to tell you what, but it's less than $5,000. In my price range, the right model, the right range of years, because it's got to be the right generation, and it drives, and a manual transmission. It has to be a manual transmission too. The reason that I want the car is just, I want a car that I can do everything myself. I want to work on it. I want to do mods to it. I want to do everything myself. Ooh, that was a big truck. Everything myself. I want to make it my own, and I want a manual car too. Having an automatic V6 Mustang, not very fulfilling when I get to drive like my brother's manual car or drive manual cars at work. I just want my own, and I want to be able to drive it up to the mountains during the springtime, do Tail of the Dragon in it, take a Tail of the Dragon, Back of the Dragon. I've heard that's really cool. Watch that Dude in Blues video. So I want to do those in the car, and